Hi guys, Victoria Paston here. Thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm doing something a little bit different today. Like, subscribe, share, and all that jazz. I'm sure you've already seen the title. This is about a YouTuber named Eugenia Cooney. So let me start off. I didn't know anything about this girl until like last July, I think it was, when Shane Dawson did a documentary on her and said, and she said, I'm back. I guess she was gone for 5 months. There was supposedly some kind of intervention with some of her friends, and so she was gone for 5 months, and then she comes back on. She does this video with Shane, and she really looked like she had gained a few pounds. She was looking really good. I didn't keep up with her until recently. I don't know if y'all know who Sloan is. It's SL04N. He critiques, like watches videos and critiques and quote spills the tea and all that. He's a really good kid, I think. I feel that from him. Like, he's a really good kid. And, he doesn't, when he does videos about Eugenia Cooney, he's not like cutting her down or, So Eugenia supposedly has an ED, which I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube, so I'm not saying it. But I did look up a few things. It's pretty apparent. I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV or YouTube, but it's pretty apparent that she probably has anorexia. It's anorexia is defined as a lack or loss of appetite for food, an emotional disorder characterized by an obsessive desire to lose weight by refusing to eat. So, let me just start by saying Eugenia Sullivan Cooney was born July 27th, 1994 in Massachusetts. She began her YouTube career in June of 2011. She uploads vlogs, makeup tutorials, and similar content. So like I said, I didn't know much about her until Shane Dawson. And then I will say, though, Shane Dawson's documentary, I don't know, I think he was just, I'm not even going to go there. These are my opinions, guys. Don't sue me. This is my thoughts and feelings and opinions about it. The reason I'm doing this is because, sorry guys, I still have a sore throat. Can you believe it? Happy Thursday, by the way. So when I was watching Sloan's video about her, I started feeling a lot of things. I'm not going to go into too much about our mom other than to say, as moms, there are a lot of times we have to do things that are uncomfortable to us. I don't understand why it is that Eugenia is not in some kind of full-time program. I feel bad for the girl. She's going to die. I feel really bad for her. I mean, if this progression of her disease continues, our body can only take so much, and I think she's a nice girl. She's a nice person. I just feel like she has a lot of demons. I think there are a lot of things about her that she doesn't like. I know a lot of people say, oh, she body checks all the time. She's standing in front of the camera. Look, she's standing in front of the camera showing off how skinny she is. She's body checking. I don't know, guys. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. I will say she has no fat on her body. If you've seen any of her videos where she is standing up, there's no fat on her body. So she did like an 8-hour long Twitch session where she talked for 8 hours. And a lot of the time, I guess, she was standing up. And I got to thinking about it. Well, of course she's standing up. Like, she has no fat on her body. So sitting is probably really painful to her tailbone because she doesn't have any fat. I mean, most people have fat on their thighs. She has none. Like, this is how bad it is. If I were to hug her, I would probably break her in half. Like, I'd be afraid to hug her because she's so tiny. There's nothing left. Like, I don't know. I think part of me is doing this video hoping that maybe her mom will see it and maybe her mom will wake up. I know there are a lot of YouTubers that have talked a lot about her mom and her mom's this and her mom's that, and I'm not going to go into any of that. Like I said, when we're moms, there are a lot of times we have to do things we don't necessarily want to do. And this should be one of those times to where she needs to really step in and get help for her daughter and be an advocate for her daughter, because obviously her daughter is not capable of advocating for herself. I know a lot of people have said, oh, little kids look up to her. They want to be skinny like her. I have a hard time understanding that because there's nothing to her. She literally looks like a skeleton. And I don't know on what planet that looks good to any child. And if it does, then you need to get your child some serious help like today, because that's just, she looks horrible. Again, these are my opinions on everything. Just my opinion, okay? I know, the only thing I know about anorexia is like from watching the Karen Carpenter story and seeing a couple other documentaries. Okay, so, I can't say that I understand. I can say that there have been many points in my life where I think I probably had an ED, but I was never diagnosed, and, I've always been able to kind of keep it in check. So, I can't relate to her on that aspect of things. I can relate to her in that I think we've all gone through tough spells in our life, and have been subconscious about different parts of our body, but to that extent, no. The sad reality is when I watched the show that, last, I think it was June or July, that Shane Dawson did, I don't know. First of all, I don't think he asked her some of the tough questions that he should have asked her. Second of all, I know from the comments and stuff, a lot of people watched and said, oh my gosh, yay, Eugenia's getting better. I will say that she looked like she had put on a few pounds, but I don't think, with her mindset, I don't think anything changed. I don't think there was a real heave-ho, here we go, I'm going to get better kind of trial. You know what I mean? I think it was all just fluff. And she's not stupid. I mean, I'm sure she thought, oh, if I do a documentary with Shane Dawson, it's going to get me a lot more followers. You know what I mean? So I don't know that there was ever any, quote, rehabilitation going on there. It's my opinion, guys, just my opinion. I know I'm going to get a lot of shitty people in the comment section. A lot of the little kids that love Eugenia. And look, I like her too. I think she's a decent person. However, on some of her Twitches, when people bring up like the, I don't know what to call it, but when her friends got together and tried to get her help, when she talks about that on Twitch, or when someone says, I can't watch you anymore, you've lost too much weight, it's triggering me, she puts on this really high-pitched voice like, oh, I'm so sorry. I understand though, if you need to go. She does this little thing with her hair. I I understand though, if you need to go, like, you shouldn't have to stay here. Y'all, it's a little much. She goes to such an excess. It's so excessive when she's, quote, trying to be nice, but yet she's trying to be pissed off and get her point across, okay? So I'm sorry, this is my opinion, but her voice gets really high. And if you watch her older videos from like 2011, her voice is not that high. I think it's just like a quote character she puts on, you know? But when she tries to defend herself here recently, she's trying to look like she's not upset, when in actuality you can tell she's freaking pissed, you know? And I just feel bad for the girl. She's not going to last very much longer. And I mean, I hope and pray that maybe her mom wakes up and does something to get her help. I mean, I know she's a grown adult. What is she, like 26 years old? So it's not like her parents can force her to get help, but they could have her committed, you know. It takes 2 signatures. You can have somebody committed. And all you have to do is show her, let a doctor see her, and a doctor's going to be like, wow, she needs help. Let's commit her. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys. Be nice, be kind, stay safe, stay healthy. If you have an ED, talk to somebody, reach out to somebody, get some help, okay? Because unfortunately, a lot of people with EDs end up committing suicide. And that's just entirely too much. So check on your neighbors. Hopefully this little vaccine will be out soon. And sorry this is short, guys. Got a sore throat, not feeling the greatest, but that about does it for me. Bye, guys.